Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ep46. We are of course back on the server. In the last episode, we made some pretty good progress towards our oil refining. So we've got this guy over here, which is an oil drill. We've got a bunch of power production over here in the form of steam turbines. And that's ready to go down into actually that guy over there, which is pretty cool. On top of that, what's on top of that? Oh yeah, we set up this guy here. So this is a quantum ring hooked up with a quantum link chamber with a singularity inside of it. And the other one is actually in my wireless terminal. So we can now access our applied energistic system from anywhere, as far as I'm aware. So that's pretty cool. Now, we ran into an issue. This guy's set up. He's there. He looks cool, sure. We need cables, right? And cables. We can get cables, but we can't. That's the kicker. We actually need to set up a steam blast furnace in order to get this synthetic rubber for the rubber sheets. That is what we currently have to do. It may be worth looking at the cable options that we have. So specifically these cables along here, and just see if there's like any that, I don't know, don't need rubber for whatever reason. Or we go and we look at how we actually get our hands on rubber without a steam furnace. The superconductor cable doesn't need rubber, and it would use modern dynamics, or it would use those two recipes plus some of that. But superconductive EU cables, oh, that's just it just swaps out. Okay, I get you. And just to verify real quick that we can't use like a different type of cable, so if I grab these out, these don't connect, do they? No. Okay, well, hey, it's good to check. It's good to check, even though I feel like we already checked before. So yeah, I mean, that's a slight problem, but I'm sure we can figure it out. So let's double check rubber, right? Simple recipe, or at least it was. See, we could trade it, sure. We either vacuum freeze, which would need a decent amount of power, like a lot of power, and it would turn 200 millibuckets of whatever this is into a stack of rubber, sure. This is more our style, right? The mixer using either synthetic oil or synthetic rubber. Now, synthetic rubber is just synthetic oil mixed with sulfur. So either way, we need synthetic oil, right? So synthetic oil is raw synthetic oil in a furnace. Now, it shows an electric blast furnace, but I don't believe that's the case. I don't think it's possible. I'll give it another try. We'll double check all of our things are set up correctly, but I just don't think that's true. So this is our fluid input. This is our pattern provider, and it puts raw synthetic oil in, and it should produce synthetic oil that comes out of actually comes out of this guy here. That's what should happen. Auto extraction enabled, maybe. I don't think it's going to make a difference. And so in theory, we search. Oh wait, hold on. This could be it could be a different problem. What does it say we have available? Available is synthetic oil, synthetic rubber. Scheduled is the raw synthetic oil. So we're actually struggling to make that part. The raw... Okay, hold on. So the raw synthetic oil we can't make. Hold on. Coke dust and water, or carbon dust and water in a mixer. And our mixer doesn't have the dust. Alright. Okay. How much... What are we looking at in the coke dust department? We've got 10 in here. Is that what we needed? Do I just chuck this in here and it figures itself out? I feel like we need a lot more coke dust. It doesn't really look like it adds up. Maybe we'll go in here and order like a stack of it. Hopefully it wouldn't take too long. I think this guy will be running for a while, but you know, that won't be the end of the world at least. And so is this gonna... I don't know if that's what we want, but maybe it is. Scheduled is 0.666, of course. And, I mean, we've already made some, right? Alright, so this is processed a few times, and I would imagine we've gotten stuff, unless it's sitting in one of these pattern providers with nowhere to go, but it looks like it's got places to go. And yet, this recipe down here, it hasn't budged, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel it, and we're probably going to order it again and just, I guess, see what happens. I'd love to empty the water out of here. I'm not sure if we can do that. Can I bucket that out? I can. Okay, beautiful. We'll go ahead and do that. Just to make sure we have like a clean slate here. You know what I mean? So there we go. There we go. Awesome. So now, nothing weird in the system. We should be fresh. And now let's search cable. We want tin cable. And we want about 10 of it, at least for now. And so now it says available is the 0.66. It says it's just going to be crafting synthetic. So I order that. And yep, it's actually gone in here. And we actually do have it processing. So I take back what I said before. We don't need a steam blast furnace. Whew. Okay, beautiful. So that honestly shouldn't take too long. It shouldn't have taken that long to begin with. I'm guessing that one of the recipes messed up in here. I have changed, at least I changed this recipe here, or this pattern provider, to not push in ingredients if it already has an input. Because we had water and I think we had like synthetic something else being created. We had a bunch of stuff being made in here, rather than just the one recipe. So, keep an eye on this. Synthetic rubber is now being made. I think that gets made here. Yep, so that's being created. And then, I guess we're good. We just get all of our cables. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, we'll see if this is enough. In the meantime, because I'm sure it won't be, let's go ahead and try to order just a stack of them. Just do that in the background. Get that done. I'll be happy. In the meantime, I guess we'll see if this can hook up together. Fingers crossed it can. No, I feel like that distance alone is 10 blocks, let alone actually connecting all this stuff. It's fine though. At least this is connected. So we do need, did we place a power hatch on this guy? No, it doesn't look like we have. Did we ourselves make an energy hatch? We've got fluid here, fluid output we need, and then energy input, low voltage. We need basic machine hull. Hold on. Let's go in here. Basic machine hull. Can I not afford this? We're missing sugarcane. Okay. I know where to get some. It's not really a problem. It's more of just a... Oh, really? So that's fine. I wonder as well, can we... This quantum... This guy here. Okay, he's only used in terminals. I was wondering if you could place him in machines or something. Like, imagine if I could just set up like a storage bus on the side of this and place that card in there, and it will wirelessly send the stuff into my system. That would be pretty cool, eh? Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, this guy should be full of sugarcane, so I can probably grab. That's cactus. Okay. Look, we're not the brightest, but something. We were making sugarcane. Yeah, we've got sugarcane here. There we go. I knew it existed. It was just a matter of which barrel it was. So now, if I search for the machine hull, we should be able to order that. Beautiful. And that shouldn't take that long. I'm sure it will, but it shouldn't, I guess. Yeah, like all this looks easily. It's just crafting recipes at this point, surely. So that'll get made. I think the cables are actually done already because I don't see them at the top, which is awesome. So we'll grab out, I guess, pretty much a stack of those. Hook them up. But then, yeah, we need the actual energy input or else, I mean, no point running a cable over there if it goes nowhere. So, what's the easiest way to build this across? I think it's to crouch and do one of these. Oh, God. It does look like, if I right-click on this bit... Oh, I was going to say it looked like it placed it out, but I guess it's got a bit of directional to it. I don't know. It's not doing what I think it's doing. So each cable I add actually adds more to the network energy. So currently there's 5.6k. And if I place this, it goes to 5.8. So that's interesting. Something to, I guess, be aware about. How close are we on this guy? Steel ring. And then it looks like everything just goes and builds. Oh no, it needs to make the... Yeah, actually, no, I think those are all crafting recipes. Yeah, easy peasy. So, place this in here. That gives us an energy input hatch. This guy's allowed to go right here, which is perfect. That's where I was hoping it would. Place this guy there. That should connect. I may have to tell it to, but there we go. So now this guy has power, and... Oh, I need to put a drill in there, don't I? I need to put a drill somewhere, so I think I actually do need an input hatch, sadly. I didn't think I did. Not a fluid input, but just an item input. Oh. Okay. that works. This guy can probably go on the back over here. Can he go in the middle? Yeah. Because, I mean, he's not that important, I guess. We're just going to be manually placing stuff in for a little while. With that in mind, crude oil, we require an aluminum drill. We'll order the bits. Oh, we won't order the bits. We need copper ore. Really? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second. Copper ore. Okay, we'll double check that we don't have any, because it's possible that we've got deep slate copper ore instead. So in here, copper ore. No, yeah, sure enough, it's empty. Very nice. Okay, we've got backup in here. Oh, yeah, we've got backup in here if we need it, but I think we may already have a data card with some juice left in it. Yeah, this guy here, and he does have copper as one of the potentials. So we may as well. Hold on. Let's go in here. Can I grab out a stack of stone? I can. Let's just add one little extra bit just to, you know, give it that little bit more. I think it can take it. If it cannot, then this was a fail, but it's, once again, it's not the end of the world. So yeah. Oh, we got to, look at that. That is incredibly close. We are not going to go any further than that. So we'll take this data card out, chuck that one in, and good luck. He can do his thing. Sweet. So that should obviously take care of our copper, and then that shouldn't be a problem anymore. And so that was, of course, for the aluminum drill, which we'll also need the actual drill head for. So I'll order these bits, let them cook themselves up, and then we'll order the actual drill itself, which will need the copper ore, which I guess just got made. Yeah, there we go. It's possible that we won't even get any copper from it, just because we've got all these other things in there as well. It could honestly be worth, especially while that guy's processing, to make our own data card for copper. Just, I guess, in prep. So yeah, we're completely out of copper. So I guess I will use up this piece. It's risky, but we'll do it. While we are there, let's go ahead and sort the inventory a little bit and grab out some stone. I'll take care of this. I'll place this guy in here with the copper and the stone and whatnot, and I'll be back. Alright, I've got the data cards, so we'll just swap those out. And this should just give us, obviously, only copper. And usually you get about, like, I think from memory you get like 30 a pop, which is pretty good. At the moment, we currently have 14 in there from what we ran before. If we keep an eye on this guy and listen for the blocks breaking, the ore breaking, we should hopefully see what we get. 27. Nice. So that's already enough to make the parts that it wanted. The problem is, I'm sure they're going to take a while. I doubt they're going to be just quick and easy. So we'll order that. That'll be fine. We'll put together the actual drill. What do we need for that? We actually need 2 aluminum gears. Okay. Yep, I'll order those bits. Okay, we don't... Somehow we've used all the crafting CPUs. We've got about 10 at this point, so... I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, the cutting machine is definitely one of our most used. I think both of these are pretty much filling up. The compressor is another one that's very well used, but I think the compressor's spread out enough where, like, you don't get, you know, 10 different recipes in a row. It's usually just a few things. Somehow, I don't even know how that's possible, but I guess it does it. I think it's because you just make the plates and then you're done. Whereas with this guy, you're cutting the ingots, then you're cutting the rods, and then sometimes you're cutting the rods into smaller rods again, like this, into bolts. So there's a little bit of double up that you run into, I think. I think we've got just about everything now for the aluminum. Obviously, the last bits of crafting here. If we bookmark this guy and try to build it, yeah, we've got everything except for the actual drill. The actual drill requires 2 gears, and I think we may be able to make them now. One, oh, we need a singular plate. Assuming that the drill didn't need any. No, he's good. So we'll just need this one plate. However long, it should be fast, but of course, oh, it actually is fast. There we go. 2 gears, and we have, oh no, sorry. We have ourselves, hold on, yep. The drill, of course, needed a plate and some bolts. Yep. All right, we have the drill head. Perfect. Then we have the aluminum drill, and you get 4 of these. That's pretty good. We'll head on over here, chuck them in, and I guess we'll get our first bit of oil. And hopefully we can even use the oil in the refinery. I'm pretty sure we can, but obviously I'm not certain, so it could be upsetting in a second. We're also going to dig open this, just to hurry up and get this fluid hatch ready to go. Before we continue, I may make a few more ender tanks. Also, they're called entangled tanks, aren't they? But they're these ones here. Reason being is, let's bookmark both of those again. Reason being is we may just want to move the oil over there magically as opposed to running pipes over. Pipes are fun. It's an option, but I'm feeling a little bit lazy today specifically. So we'll go ahead and do it the good old fashioned way with these entangles. So one and... Oh, we've got to order another one. These ones will probably be dyed with black dye. So if we can go ahead and order... Can I order... Hold on. Hold on. That's not even how that works, is it? What mod is it? It's from Kybe. I require the runes. I actually need black runes. Yeah, okay. And they're stone buttons and stuff. So if I search rune in here... We don't actually have any black rune, which is surprising. But I would like to make some, so... Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Black dye. We need 2 of this. Perfect. Then stone. We need a singular stone. We go ahead and make a stack of buttons. That takes care of that. Then we go ahead and make the runes. Like so. Then we make another entangled doohickey. Yep, there we go. We will need 2 diamonds as well. So I guess see if we've got those laying around. Perfect. Okay, so boom, boom. First things first. Diamond up each of the locks so that they're now personalized. Next thing next is right click on each of these with these black runes. As you can see, that goes ahead and sets them with a color combination. And so now they should be linked together. They've got nothing in them. Beautiful. So one of them, oh, let's do that. Perfect. One of them will go there and it should fill up with oil that we get from this guy, which we should now be able to actually test out with drills. So the drills have gone in. It's allegedly online. It's doing its thing. The tank's obviously empty at the moment. Doesn't take too long, honestly. It uses about 8 EU per tick. I'm sure we're making more than that. Hopefully. Yeah, I'd imagine. So it's already processed once. Do we have any? Okay, there's crude oil in the system. There's obviously none in this tank. So I have a feeling that we want to have the tank maybe be next to the thing. So for example, here, and then maybe run a fluid pipe into it. That's what this is sort of hinting towards, isn't it? So let's go fluid pipe. These pipes are honestly pretty good. I've learned to love them a little bit. But we can place these here. In theory, I can zoom in. And if I'm quick enough, yeah, I can do that. I'll need to do the same for this guy. There we go. And then that will pull, and it will go in there, and now we've got crude oil. That's simple, allegedly. Sweet. So then, I think we've done it. I think we've created something beautiful here. So then this guy down here is obviously the fuel refinery. So what I should be able to do is place this guy here. Go ahead and slap down another fluid pipe. So grab that guy there. Excellent. Slap him there. Pull out, and then push in. And then we've got crude oil already turned into fuel. And then for the quest, what do we need? Where are we? Not this quest lineup, but we'll grab that out. Why not? The quest is for Ad Astra. It is the fuel refinery. We need 6 fuel buckets. So if I search buckets, we've got these 3 fuel buckets already. So we'll grab those out. And then we'll grab out 1, 2, 3 of these. Go ahead and chuck them in there. No, not there. There. So can I... Yeah, there we go. We can reverse it around. So then I take out you, and you. And that is now that quest done, which is awesome. By the way, yeah, we definitely need like an oxygen silo and a fuel silo. That would be really nice. Honestly, I could probably do that this episode and be happy, but what else do we need here? We'll get that reward. We just need the 6 oxygen buckets. So we've got 3 in here. And once again, I just need 3 more. We'll go over here. And, oh, we've actually already got them in here, just waiting to be emptied. So there we go, 6 oxygen buckets. There we go. Collect our reward. And now all that's left is to create a tier 1 rocket. After gathering all the requisite materials, you're finally ready to go into space. Simply make a 3x3 square out of your launch pads. I think ours just places as a 3x3. And right-click with your rocket to place it. Shift right-click the rocket will open its GUI. There you can fill its internal storage with the extra buckets of rocket fuel, oxygen, and launch pads. You can also fuel your rocket itself in this menu. Beautiful. So, this is what is next. Interesting. We're going to obviously have to add all those recipes and hope that we can even craft it in this. But it looks like we cannot. When we open this up... Okay. Yeah, this may be a little bit challenging, but we'll see how we go, I guess. Oh, we get some oxygen gear, some casings and stuff. Or some pipes. All right. So, what do you reckon? Because what I could do is I honestly could just have ender tanks with those fluids in them, right? So, rocket fuel and oxygen. And that works. It's not pretty, but it does work. What I'm thinking we do is that plus the other tanks at some point. I think that is a pretty decent play there. What I'm just going to go do now is automate the production of those entangled tanks because I have a feeling we're going to be using them quite a bit more. So we may as well have the recipes, you know, in the system ready to go. Save us from all this trouble in the future. I think the main things was block of gold recipe. Oh, block of gold recipe. Can I not? Yeah, this recipe. There we go. And then cauldron recipe. Those were obviously the main ones. We can put the actual entangled tank in there. That should take care of all of that. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem now. So if I go in here, entangled tank, I'm going to want probably 4 of them for the return trip as well. Order those. They shouldn't take too long, hopefully. In terms of the runes, what are we going to want? I probably want, like, you know, yellow rune for the thing. Oh, so we can craft the white runes into yellow runes with dyes. But I probably want to craft, you know, a full lot worth. Like, that definitely seems more worthwhile, I guess. Yellow rune. How do we get more yellow dye? Okay, we can get it. We can get it the good old-fashioned way. That's fine. So let's go in here. We'll have yellow tanks be for the fuel. And the oxygen will probably do light grey. I think that's not a bad idea. So we'll go ahead and see if we can put that together. Yep, so we've got 2 light grey. Awesome. Then we'll grab our buttons. Brilliant. And that right there is our runes. Excellent. So, oh, and we also need the diamonds. You have to do a lot of manual stuff with these guys. So, boom, 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 boom. Go ahead and personalize them up a bit there. And then, yeah, I've got to now click all of these. Is there a better way to do it? Like, can I just boom, boom? Doesn't particularly look like it, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Alrighty, well, we've got what we came for, which are entangled tanks for all of our goodies. So we'll go ahead and hook them up, see how we go. So this one is fuel. This one is going to be oxygen. That'll be good. Now we need 2 more fluid tanks, fluid pipes. 1, 2, excellent. Grab our wrench back. You're going to go there. You're going to, of course, now pull from this side and output there. Why are you oil, though? I'm kind of glad you didn't fill up. I don't know why you didn't fill up, but I'm glad you didn't. You're not meant to be oil. You're meant to be... I mean, you're clearly meant to be fuel. Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, this may be messy as I try to figure out why that was oil. Why is it oil? I wonder if it doesn't have a fluid form. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it's only bucket. Because that's what it sort of sounds like. Is this guy going to be the same, I wonder? Like, if I go ahead and hook this guy up, is he just going to be full of water? Yeah, he is. Okay. Well, our tanks may have been a fail. Alright, we'll put them away for now. In that case, we can add applied energistics crafting to these. For example, you know, you put the thing in, you get the thing out. I do want to double check just before we do that. If I am in a different dimension, does my system still work? Because if that's the case, when I'm on the moon, I can order, you know, buckets of fuel. And that sounds pretty cool. So I'll probably have to jump into the nether or something, but that shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Nether base, hop in here. And survey says, yeah, it lets us open it. Okay, sweet. We'll head back home. Yeah. All right. So I guess that'll probably be the rest of this episode, running a cable over there and hooking that stuff up. Now, in terms of how we want to do that, do we want to hijack some cable over here? Like run that cable all the way over there? Honestly, I think we might, but This also kind of lines up, so we may just be able to go straight to the core. We'll probably do that. I'll probably just dig through this way and see what we run into. Yeah. Alright, well, we run under here, which is pretty much next to the core. We've got a cable here that we can grab. This cable heads over in that direction, coming from that controller. Is that what we want to do? I'm not too certain on that. I feel like probably not. We'll head up here, so that we have a better idea of what's going on here. Okay, so these cables come from the core, and they run into this controller here. What we could do... What could we do? Actually, no, these, sorry, go to this controller. Yeah, alright. So realistically, what we want to do is dig through this way to about here. No, about here? Yeah, sure. And then we'll run this cable just all the way back to there. Something happens, something works, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to need a bunch more fluids cable, which arguably we can afford. Arguably we can't. Alrighty, I have hooked up the cables. They are now running all through there to that other controller. Currently, they're actually not functional. I didn't really think about that. So let's maybe fix that up. All I'll need to do is place a P2P right there. So P2P, and then I think everything else is fine. So I'll grab two of them, although we'll probably only use one. We'll see, I guess. So one is obviously going to go here. And then our challenge is to figure out which color to code this guy. So obviously it's the stuff that's connected here. So arguably, we can just use the this guy here. He's only using 11 channels. It is the 9A6C one, which is probably one of these. Nope, it's probably on the other side. I guess that makes more sense. 9A6C, yeah, it's this guy here. So that is color-coded black. It's hard to see for whatever reason the colors don't stand out that much. So, if we go ahead and put some stuff away, the very few things that we can. Was that a stack of resistors? Then we can grab, hold on, I know what I'm doing. Open this, grab that, grab this, grab that. Right click this here, and now we've got the system coming from that direction. So now everything should light up and be online, and all should be well. That's how that should hopefully have gone down. So if I slap that guy there, he turns on. Nice, cool. And so I'm going to do that there. I don't know if this guy can connect, but we'll set one up in case he can. So now, all we need to do is search, what do I need to do? Search fuel. Yeah, so fuel bucket. And we want to, how do we want to do it? Because if I click this, that's not what we're doing. We're not doing this recipe at all. All we're doing is fuel bucket from empty bucket, which sounds like a pretty good deal, but obviously we're making the fuel our own way. So we'll grab this guy. This is the oxygen thing I'm looking at as well, just to clarify. So make sure I put the right recipe in the right thing. Oxygen loader is going to receive this pattern here. Hopefully that works. It's possible it places the bucket there. That's the big issue, to be honest. Oxygen bucket, we order one. Yeah, it places it there. I mean, that's a hassle. What if I was to place a piece of lead ore there? Brilliant. So now, check out this amazing loophole. Also, I feel like this guy's constantly crafting, and I don't know if he's actually working or not. So I'm going to go, I might just cancel him, to be honest. Let him do it again. But anyway, oxygen bucket, if I order a new one now, we should actually be left with an oxygen bucket. But that doesn't seem to be the case. He doesn't put the bucket in the right spot, which ruins my entire plan. Why? Honestly, just why? Okay. Alright. Did I put the cables away? I must have. Yeah, alright. Let's see if we can get the buckets in there somehow. No, still not putting the bucket in there. Okay. One last attempt. We could try on the bottom as well. Obviously, that's an option, but I don't know. I'd be surprised at this point. Order that. No bucket. No buckets. Okay. All right. They're playing this game, are they? All right. What if final attempt is to place it underneath there? Boom. You go there. Go in here. Oxygen bucket. No, doesn't put the bucket in. Doesn't even try. He's exhausted. He doesn't want to. There is one last attempt. Hold on. If I take this out, it puts the bucket in, right? What if I fill that with buckets? You know what I mean? What if it physically cannot hold any more buckets? Okay, hold on. So we did that, obviously. But we want to see if the system will do that. So, I order another one. No, it couldn't care less that I ordered a bucket of thing. Like if I take one of these out, yeah, it just fills it up. Okay. We tried. It's not much else we could do, sadly. Okay. Yeah, that's very disappointing. So we really can't pipe out of these guys? Ad Astra. Let's check out Ad Astra. Maybe they have their own fluid pipe. I mean, realistically, they should. They've got cables. They do have fluid pipes, but it looks like you need, you know, space material to make them. So maybe you can. I just need to get my hands on these moon rocks and stuff. Sure. We'll do it. I'll tell you what. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way up until that point, and then I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Well, I'll be honest. In that case, I guess we try to build the rocket this episode. How achievable do we think that is? Honestly, I don't think it's as bad as it looks. Just from a quick glance there. The problem is, I think I will have to craft all of it manually. Because, like, I can't just paste it in anywhere. That's what it looks like. It's possible if I make the recipes and place them on this, that it will work. Possibly. What I could try, though, is I could place this in there, order an oxygen bucket, and see if it... Hey, it could place it in there. We can automate the construction of the rocket. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We don't even need to go anywhere, I don't think. We'll just stand here. I'll clear my inventory so that we, can actually make the stuff that I'm talking about. But we should be able to do it. I don't think we're going to run into too big of a problem here. Hopefully. Famous last words. So, we would like rockets. So this guy here is going to be the main recipe. This guy right there. So we grab that, and that will go there. Hopefully it's in the correct order. We'll find out later. I think the rest of these recipes now are just going to be crafting ones. So we'll run back and hook them up. Obviously, hopefully we have enough room for the recipes. That's empty. That's pretty much empty. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room. So, we will need one of these. We will need blocks of steel. We will need fins, tanks, and an engine. Pretty simple stuff. So, in the recipes, the cone will be steel plates and a lightning rod. There we go. That's taken care of. The blocks of steel are going to be blocks of steel. Who saw that coming? The rocket fin is going to be steel plates. The steel tank is going to be some rods and buckets and stuff. Yep. And then the steel engine needs a few recipes that we don't have. That is engine frame and engine fan. Engine frame, easy, just some more rods and whatnot. The engine fan, pretty much the same thing. Honestly, quite easy. Quite easy to make all that. So, can they all just fit in here? Yeah, beautiful. So now, in theory, I can click on Tier 1 Rocket, click Start, and it would order it. The problem is, the recipe we've got over there is using the wrong steel block. On the bright side, it's kind of fine because I can walk over here and witness it happening in case somehow it crafted super quickly. So we'll grab this guy out, open him up, and we'll go ahead and fix up this recipe. So, not these steel blocks. We want the only steel blocks that we have, which are these steel blocks. And that should hopefully sort that problem out. Chuck them in there. Open this up. Search rocket. Tier 1 rocket. It says we can. It's only going to cost us about 25 steel plates, it looks like. That's pretty good. Click start, and it should begin. I'm going to have that there so we can see if stuff actually starts going in there. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe I go like this so that we can see it down there. And we're obviously going to cancel these oxygen recipes. And we look at this. Okay. All right, the rods are almost done. It looks like it does about 2 at a time. And so I reckon when we have 2 left, we'll stop and we'll look at this thing so that we can actually hopefully see it get put together. So we've got 2. Let's see, it should all just get placed in here at once in our NASA workbench. Oh, there we go. It's allegedly putting it together. As you can see, it's working hard away. 1 trillion particles all at once. That'd probably take out someone's computer. You would need a NASA computer to run it. How close are we, do you think? It says we've only got 1 block of steel in there. Is this just what it shows as it's retrieving the items that it needs? Oh yeah, because I only put 1 steel block in this recipe. When obviously the thing requires 6 total. Alright, let me order 5 more steel blocks. And I'll manually place them in there, it's fine. That makes sense. That's going to take a little bit longer. Ever so slightly longer. Yeah. Honestly though, still pretty quick because of our blast furnace that we're using is fast. But, you know. I mean, you can see it, I guess. We will wait patiently for this rocket to be completed. I may actually just fix the recipe as well while we're here. Boom. You need to be 6. There we go. And that will probably solve that problem. Oh, we made a new recipe. My bad, my bad. There we go. 5 blocks of steel. Is it that simple? I don't think it's that simple. I have a feeling I have to space these guys out. That's fine. That's fine. So if I click on the rocket now, I can paste them all in. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, tier 1 rocket. It has a nice little explosion, and then... and you know what that right there is? That right there is a thumbnail. Okay, I've just got to figure out where I want to take this. I mean, it's massive. Probably maybe in front of our rig. That could be nice. Maybe what's a good angle? About there. Excellent. I don't know how that's going to look in the thumbnail. I didn't even do the right thing. I pressed the wrong buttons. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go place this rocket down. Do we go to space this episode? We probably could. That is, of course, the rocket there. In terms of buckets of stuff, I may grab, just a few more just to make sure that we're set. So I'm going to put a stack in here, and I'll bring a stack with most likely, and I'll do the same over here. I think this guy takes a little bit longer to fill up, so we'll do that first. And then we'll do these. There we go. Yeah, see, these ones are a little bit faster. So the oxygen we need to breathe, right? Makes sense. And the fuel we need to be able to get back home also makes sense. So we've got plenty of fuel, some of which I'll bring in here, just, once again, as backup in case our system stops working and we can't actually access, our ME system. And probably the same with the oxygen. We'll probably put all the oxygen in our backpack, to be honest, because I'm not too sure how confident I am in my system long range. So we've got this. Oh, we'll open this and we'll chuck that in there. We'll fill up the crafting grid as well. It's not that important to stay empty. And so that should be plenty. The next thing we will need is obviously the spacesuit and everything. So we'll search add again. Grab all of our space stuff. Chuck that on. Chuck the boots on. There we go. So we're hooked up. Do we need to wear them? You know what I mean? Like, do we... breathable atmosphere, you'll need a spacesuit in order to breathe. In order to add oxygen to your suit, you'll need to use an oxygen loader. I need to use this guy, you reckon? Oh my god, we are... Or at least my hand is glowing for some reason. But it doesn't show up in Oh, it kind of shows up in this menu. Yeah, we're very, shiny. Okay. Even in the shadows. Okay. We're just going to be shiny this episode, I think. We did have something else. We had oxygen gear. Is that just a recipe? Yeah, that just goes into some of this stuff. Netherite spacesuit. Look at that. Oxygen distributor. Distributes oxygen into the air. Okay. We don't even have the material there, so for now this should be fine. We've got our stuff. We're hooked up. What do we think? Shall we? I'll tell you what, I'll wait for one more bit of oxygen and then maybe we'll go. We've got about 10 minutes left on this episode, allegedly, according to my little numbers here. So we've got 3 oxygen buckets. We've got 3 fuel buckets. In order to put the stuff into my suit, once again, allegedly, what I need to do here is chuck them into this. So how do I do that? Okay, so it's just my suit piece that needs to be filled up. So I place that there, and he starts filling up, and then I'm imagining I can... No, I can't. Okay, so I've just got to place that there and try to fill him up. That's fine. It won't take too long. Boom, boom. How do I do it with the buckets then? Was there an obvious way to do it with the buckets? Hold on. Easily manufactured oxygen. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm sure we'll find out. For now, though, this guy is full, ready to go. We're wearing him. He's hooked up. We've got 100% oxygen in our tanks. I'll tell you what. Let's give it a go. Here's our rocket. We press left shift to dismount. Okay. I swear it said use that to open the GUI. Shift right click. Gotcha. But when I shift, I get out of the rocket. So I'm not too sure. Oh, from the outside I do it. Gotcha. All right. So now we place fuel in here. There we go. I'm not sure what these are for, but we're full of fuel. What are these? That's just storage, maybe? Okay. So maybe I grab out 3 of this fuel as a little bit of a backup. Oh, sorry. Don't take off on me. 1, 2, 3 in there. That should be good. Okay. Our cooler. Just before we continue, let's just double check that we're good. Plenty of toast in there. That should keep us covered, hopefully. Okay. I would imagine I press space. I think. Get my reward. What's my reward? Hold on. Just before we go. An oxygen tank. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Should I do that? Add. Oh, I guess... Where did I place them? Didn't we have a bunch? I'm crazy. We must have used them. Okay, well, either way, I could probably just quickly fill that guy up. that works. Okay, in here, and spacebar. Alright. Here we go. Oh, this would look awesome if it was a proper silo. It still kind of looks nice. It's like a little bit of a DIY silo that we've got going on. Oh, look at that. That actually, for whatever reason, that looked really nice. And didn't feel, I guess as laggy as I thought it would. Alrighty. Well, there we go. We can leave third person if we want. Try not to throw up. Maybe we'll jump back into third person. A little bit less disorienting. But up we go. Booster's still firing. Oh, and here we are. Nice. Here's our catalog. Here's the galaxy we're in. Solar system. This is the solar system we're in, I guess. And so, currently we're at Earth, which is here. Okay. Oh, I click on Earth and then we go to the moon. Makes sense. So, I could build a space station if I had this stuff. We don't have dash ingots, so we can't do that at all at the moment. We can go into orbit, or I go to the moon. There's no oxygen, the temperature is freezing, and it's got lower gravity. I've clicked the moon. Okay, now we're falling down. As you can see in the top left, our oxygen is depleting as well. We've got our life preserver here. I'm not touching anything, by the way. Am I meant to? I just held spacebar. Just for the record, I held spacebar. I'm still holding spacebar. Because something clicked in and I feel like I would have just exploded. This is spectacular visual right here. Honestly, that could even be the thumbnail. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be, but I love that everything just feels different. Even just like the visuals of the sky. So we'll hop out. Here we are. We are on the moon. So this is our lander. We can shift right click it to see what's going on. We've got a rocket within it. And we've got our fuel buckets. I didn't bring launch pads, but I may be able to just very quickly, just quickly, put together a launch pad. And so this guy we can slap down there if we want to, and we can head back off. How cool is that? All right, sweet. So we are on the moon. Now, I need this moon dash ore. There's also deep slate dash, but there's no recipe for it, or no moon generation, or, you know, overworld generation. So we want to go pretty much to Y-2. We're currently at Y100. That, honestly, not the end of the world. In the top left, I'm going to go into mining tunnel mode. And we're going to go ahead and set this up. Now, obviously... Oh, is that soul sand? Wow. Soul soil. Okay. Moon sand, soul sand. But yeah, there's clearly quite a bit of sand, but once we get past that, hopefully all will be good. I'm sure there's a moon rock at some point. We just need to get these tunnels built. Once again, arguably setting up, you know, elevators with maybe even like water at the bottom or something, like ladders even could be faster. But we'll dig a tunnel down so that we can sprint up and down. I think that'll be worth it. It is getting very dark. I didn't bring a torch. I'll tell you what. I'll quickly put torches in my offhand, and it's about to become nighttime. Can we maybe make a big torch real quick? I don't have the stuff to make one. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Can I make a waystone? Hold on. Hold on. I think I can make a waystone and then we can just go back home. Is that possible? Surely. Surely not, right? Hold on. Boom, boom. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done. So if I sleep in the overworld, how does time work on the moon? You know what I mean? How does that... I don't know if that adds up. But I guess we'll see. So, I'll tell you what, I will make that big torch because I'd rather not die to whatever moon mobs there are. And honestly, we should probably automate the big torch. So, big torch, here it is. We need, like, everything here. So, we'll add the recipe itself. That way we can sort of compare the rest of the recipes. I feel like we don't even need any of this stuff anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like we've, by setting up that waystone, we've sort of just clocked the game. Let's take those out. Oh yeah, because we don't have our helmet on as well, so everything is darker. I do apologize for that. Alright, so. Big torch. We require pretty much everything here. We need gold plates. There we go. We need diamond plates. Yeah, I don't think we have a compressor running, but we'll try. And then gold and this guy. That should be fine. Diamond plates, is that the same recipe? No, that would be a diamond instead. I'm not sure what we have room in, so I just thought I'd make both. I feel like we have room in the guy that's over here, which is, the compressor's the one in the corner, so we want to place in the diamond recipe there. Excellent. The plates is crafting, chandelier's crafting. That should be good. I probably should have placed them while I was down here, but nevertheless, here we are. I'll place them in here. Boom and boom. So if I go in here now and search for big torch, can we make it? Allegedly we can. That should be good. Alright, we will head back to the moon. Yeah, we'll just head back to the moon. Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a hassle. We'll claim our moon landing spot as well. Oh, which one's the moon? Probably this. I want to say. Yeah, that's the moon. Oh, the moon looks very nice during the day. Alright, we've got Squidwards everywhere, so I guess be aware for those. How close are we to this? I'll be honest, not that close. A little bit concerningly not close to getting that. Let's... I just want to have a safe zone. We'll travel out and we'll see what the mobs are at some point. But I still just want to sort of see... I want to be safe, so that if we die, we can sort of get back and not have a bunch of mobs at our spawn. So this guy here, is he just awfully slow? It looks like he's just awfully slow. I guess that's fine. Kind of. Let me just grab out some of this and... Is that working? Is that helping him along? I think so. I think it looks a little bit faster. Alright. Good job. Good on ya. I mean, it worked. It just took way longer than anyone ever expected. Alright. Boom. Oh, boom. Awesome. And so... Oh, let's go ahead and place this guy here. Oh yeah, he needs torches in him too, doesn't he? And then he's going to make a horrible visual, isn't he? I think so. I think so. That should be good. That does a 5-chunk radius. So, let's go ahead and have a look at these mobs. See what they drop, that sort of thing. Are we going to die? Probably. Hey, Squidward. Are you friendly? No, you don't really... Corrupted Lunarian. Okay, so the Lunarians were probably fine at some point, but these ones are corrupted Lunarians. Oh, that's someone else's spot over there. Oh, nice. Alright. I'll quickly run back. I forgot to claim my little area. I'll go ahead and do that. Chuck that over there. Boom. Boom. And we'll just do that. And that should be good. Alright, let's head back down and see if we can get to the dash, or whatever it was that we're after. I would like it to be a little bit bigger. I know that's going to make it just an incy-wincy mess, but nothing I can't clean up. And here we go. So, we'll grab torches. It's still quite dark. Let's do that. Grab that out. Grab that. Do this. Nice. Should have thought about that, but, I mean, the torch is in our hands working, so I guess that's fine. A little bit cheatsy, I guess, but, once again, it's fine. So yeah, we need to go down to... What was the Y level we had to get to? -2? Alright. Really, it shouldn't take too long. And we'll see if we can get a little bit. But we're pretty much... This episode's pretty much over at this point, I will say. Oh, if we get a stack of it, we may be able to mine it in the overworld as well. With our mining rig computer. Well, I'm not 100% sure that we'll be able to, but I'll tell you what. We can most certainly try. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I should also... I'm realizing I'm making a bit of a mess at this point. Let's add in moonstone and soul soil. And then that will probably help us out quite a bit in terms of minimizing the mess we have created. Alright, well... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. This is pretty much where we want to be. So, I'm going to switch over into large tunnel mode and hit you with a couple of these until we find moon iron, moon ice shards. Obviously, we're after one thing specifically, which is the dash or whatever that is. So, we'll head down here, and that looks like it. Moon dash. There you go. Okay. So, if we go back to shapeless, we got 3 bits of ore. That's pretty good. Sweet. There's moon iron, all that sort of stuff. We'll, I guess, check that out in another episode. But I'll tell you what, I'm pretty happy with this one for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've had fun. Thanks for supporting the series, whether it's watching this video right now. Thank you for doing that. Or whether you're a donator or channel member. Thank you for doing that as well. Don't feel pressured or obliged to. We're doing perfectly fine on this channel. We're doing amazing on this channel, to be honest. So don't stress out. The support in the comments and watching the videos is phenomenal. So thank you. To our tier 3 channel members though, thank you very much. Thank you to Melizzy, Andre, and Sven the One, who are all tier 3 channel members. There you guys. And I think that's it. This, yeah, it feels very weird here. By the way, this is how it looks like normally. Arguably better because we actually see a sun and moon and it's not like a sunny atmosphere. But it is weird, isn't it? I don't know. What is that? Is that a bubble? What is that symbol when I zoom in? Huh. Right. Oh, I think it's because I've got it. It's technically a spyglass. Whatever the mod is that lets you zoom. Anyhow. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll probably head back just so that, you know, we're a little bit safer. Goodbye.